I'm Doug Petkanics. I'm one of the co-founders of Livepeer, where we're building decentralized live video broadcasting in a crypto token incentivized way. It's peer-to-peer. Anyone can send a video into Livepeer from their laptop screen, their video camera, or from their phone. I don't see him, but I think my co-founder Eric is streaming this live into Livepeer right now. We think live video streaming gives everyone a voice and lets them participate in the world economy when there's a crypto token baked in. They can monetize their time through education and online courses, expert networks, even professional networks like Doctor on Demand and telepsychiatry are all possible when you have native token baked into a streaming platform, regardless of your access to payment rails or your location. I'm also excited about use cases like uncensorable live journalism. Live broadcasts are one of the first things to get cut off from conflict zones or areas with less freedoms than we have here in the United States. And finally, I'm excited that because this is decentralized and peer-to-peer, it's the first solution for developers building decentralized apps in the Web3 stack. We have payments, we have identity, we have storage. This is the live media solution. So the way that Livepeer works is that any broadcaster sends a stream into our decentralized network, and what the network will do is it'll take care of transcoding that stream into all the formats and bit rates necessary to reach the majority of devices on the planet at any connection speed and at whatever scale is required by the number of broadcasters. Usually, centralized providers across all these categories, social, events, gaming, sports, they either have to build their own video streaming infrastructure or they have to pay the same closed source proprietary centralized providers for video, and it's very, very expensive. It can cost $3 per stream per hour to a cloud service. You can pay $4,500 a month for one media server. You pay $1,500 a month before bandwidth to a CDN. Demand for these services, and there's $30 billion of demand last year, it's growing to $70 billion in the next couple of years, is going to increase exponentially on the infrastructure side with the arrival of 4K video, Ultra HD, VR streaming, and all the cord cutting that's moving broadcasts off of the traditional broadcast pipes and onto the internet. So the infrastructure needs a more scalable solution, more cost-effective solution to keep up, and peer-to-peer and decentralization is that solution. That technology has always been possible before, except there's never been the incentives to have a network at the scale required to support all these use cases. But crypto token protocols and the economic effects associated finally provide those incentives for a scaled network to exist. And we think now is the right time to take advantage of this opportunity and bring a solution to the community that can save people 80% on their bandwidth costs in a peer-to-peer way. So that's what we're building at Livepeer. So the right question to ask is, how can this be cheaper than a centralized solution? With a central provider, they have to charge you their cost of service plus a margin for transcoding and distributing video. In Livepeer, you can all run nodes and you can join the network and you can contribute your CPU, your GPU, your bandwidth in service of distributing video. For doing so, you earn a token the same way that Bitcoin miners earn Bitcoin for contributing their CPU to the platform. That token and its value offsets what you need to charge a broadcaster to break even. And as we've seen in all of these protocols, the competition causes people to do it at or near cost in order to get the token. This kicks off a really interesting flywheel. A cheaper network brings broadcasters to Livepeer platform because they can save money. Because they need the token, creates demand for the token, which gives it a value. Nodes that want to earn the token need to contribute great hardware, really efficient setups, a lot of bandwidth if they want to earn the most token the most efficiently. And because they're making those investments, that creates high quality of service, cheaper service, which again brings more broadcasters and the cycle continues. So that's how crypto token protocols enable networks to overcome the chicken and the egg problem and to bootstrap the supply side such that there's always going to be a scaled network available to support the demand for broadcasting video, which, as we saw on the last slide, is growing very quickly. So I'm excited about the use cases and what they can enable. I'm excited about the economic potential of the opportunity. I'm a software engineer. My colleague Eric is a software engineer. We've been focused entirely on the technology and the protocol for the 6 months we've been working on this. The hard problem that we had to solve was, how do you verify that nodes that are transcoding video are doing it correctly, especially if they can earn a valuable token for doing this? So our white paper outlines our main contribution, which is scalable verification of off-chain computation on top of a protocol called TrueBit, which is a recent addition to the kind of Ethereum academic community. We're really excited about contributing to that. We're excited about the potential implementing our protocol on top. So we actually have a toy network running that we're broadcasting into right now. We're working towards implementing the incentives, getting to a test network before we think about a potential way to distribute the token in the future. Building on top of Ethereum for the protocol, but also some of the great tools you heard about here today, including Swarm and libp2p from IPFS, all in aim of creating low latency, peer-to-peer streaming that works in the browser, on the phone, in the server, and powers the future of video in a much cheaper and more scalable way. So we're Livepeer. You can find us at livepeer.org. Thank you very much.